It's another rainy, gloomy day here at Site B. I'm joined once again by Steve the Cat, and I thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me for 9-10 minutes as we play around with random generators online and make ourselves some randomly generated super dudes and dudettes that will show up in a Shadowdark project later on this year. Yeah, Superpowers for Shadowdark. How y'all doing this morning? We're getting to the into the weeds, as they say. I'm sure somebody says that, deep into like the third or fourth page of these, which means some of them are going to start looking a lot familiar with ones we've used before, and we're going to get weirder and weirder and stranger ones and broken links and stuff like that, like yesterday. So as we go 27 days into this experiment, it gets interesting. But this site looks like it's working. I did pass through a few that definitely were not before I found this one. And pretty soon we're going to have to cycle back and start using the same ones we started with. Because I think this is about it. Anyways, we are dealing with 3 today. So let's see what this one does for us. +1. Water manipulation. Oh, I'm sorry. Weather manipulation. Temporal duplication. Ability to bring a past or future version of one yourself back to the present. Well, that's an interesting one. Immortality. And duplication, physical. Ability to create physical duplications of oneself. So, I mean, we got that twice. I guess we're going with duplication. Not sure whether, the fungus spreads by duplicating itself. So I guess it. So can duplicate himself, create physical duplicates of oneself, ability to bring past and future versions of oneself. Wasn't there a character that had the ability to bring the super evolved future version of himself and the way, way past caveman version of himself? I think so. I don't know if there's a Marvel character or a DC character, or am I just imagining it? And I guess technically they're immortal because they can just keep bringing duplicates. I mean, isn't duplicate technically immortal as long as there's a duplicate of hers around? No, I guess the duplicates would still age, so I don't know if a duplicate character is technically immortal, but, the one from the future could come back and tell you things. Well, it wouldn't be from the future. It'd be, from an alternate timeline, right? Because the second you start playing with that power, you create a new timeline with the run, so yeah. Which makes more sense. The guy can bring the temporal duplicates, or there's just like a fungus makes duplicates of themselves. And each one's a little bit more wonky than the last, like when you make clones of yourself and you clone after a clone after a clone, and then the clone makes a clone, and then, but yeah, duplication. Duplication is our power, and we rolled it twice, so pretty simple. We'll go to our random NPC generator. And okay, hero or villain? No, hero. And the NPC generator tells us anything else. We get a male. Okay, nice. Named Lloyd. And somehow I just made my computer get all wonky. Okay, Lloyd, why don't you want to Was it the Prestige where the guy kept killing the clones of himself? And that was a secret to his tricks, right? Now, you know, what's a good name? Duplicate, Duo. Clone Boy, the clone, Xerox. Brigade? Because there's a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's better than Duo. Brigade, yes, Brigade. Brigade, right? Or Militia, maybe? Militia? Militia. Superhero named Militia or superhero named Brigade? Both work. I mean, it's better than Duplicate Boy. All right, so there we go. We got a self-duplicating character. The fungus spreads by making duplicates of itself. So this is one of the closest to the theme. Now, once we're done with this, we're going to have to, you know, tinker with it a little once we finish all our characters. Because we have to embrace, you know, the variety of genders and the variety of, there's not just heroes and villains, but also, you know, fungus. And even if the wild cards are inspiration, you know, where just the virus gives you whatever, no rhymes or reason based upon your whatever. We are dealing with a fungus. We're dealing with a space fungus, but still we're dealing with a fungus. And there are certain things that, you know, we have to consider. Some of the powers will be tweaked upon completion to fit within the fungal theme. But I think we're getting done. I mean, and this one worked. Thanks anyways for being part of this experiment with me. If you appreciate it, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this again, completely understandable. Let me know. It's your channel. It's not mine. I'm here for you. And we're almost done anyways. It is the 27th. And we have Militia or Brigade. I don't know which one sounds more heroic, but definitely a name that implies there's a lot of them. See you next time.
Roll the dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.